shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing to start here is Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson going to keep it running right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Justin Madubuike. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And the punter bailing on now as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Jackson. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now Tua going to change the play. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it's Mostert. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Tyler Kroft from a yard out. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all year? Never know that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Another run here with Dobbins. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, here's Jackson. Open man is Flowers, he's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. going on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Quite a decision there on fourth down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
And now Tua going to try and sneak it.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Robbie Chosen.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're going to speed things up here.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Well, we're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The two are going to try and throw for it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. To throw is Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
And the Baltimore first down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Jackson now on third down. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got nothing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Tua going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Plain and simple. That's the 2nd time today that he's dropped the pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Back to throw is Tua.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you got